Hi, I'm Ellen.
I'm Summer.
And this is The Age of Beauty. Today on The Age of Beauty, we're going to show you some quick tips to go from a classic eye look to a smoky eye look. And on top of that, we're going to talk a little bit about application for any age. And the reason I say any age is because when we're in our 20s and 40s and 50s and 60s and 70s, our eye shape changes. So for me now at 55 plus, I'm starting to get a little bit more puffier lid, and while I can use products to help reduce puffiness, the crease is starting to start to come down a little bit, so my crease is less defined. And then I have friends who are in their 70s and up, and they start to have, even in your late 60s, it can happen where all the fat leaves this area, and then you have a more hollowed out look. So the colors that you choose and how you apply them makes a big difference on getting the look that you want. And then Summer, tell them a little bit about what you're going to show them today.
I'm going to do the same thing as you, but I have a monolid, and so it's a little different of a lid shape. Basically, it means I don't have a crease, so the application process is just a bit different.
Yeah, so we're going to show you some ways to apply your makeup for your eyes really quickly and easily with just a few shades. And you probably have them at home. So to start, one of the other things that's important is how you apply, and I choose blushes over a sponge applicator. And for some of my application, I even use brushes that are small enough to be used as a lip brush, because I really want to really come in there and place the color right where it's needed. So let's start. First thing we have is my color palette. So for my classic look, I'm choosing a really neutral color palette. This one's from Maybelline. It's called the City Mini palette, and this one's Matte About Town. Basically, it's a lot of neutral shades. There's some taupe, some really light sandy colors, and some browns in here. So if I can get it open, here we go. So I'm just going to show you a quick classic look with 3 colors. So for the first thing I'm going to do is take a medium shade. So you can see there's light, medium, dark. You guys are familiar with this. So I'm going to take the medium shade, and I'm going to put it all over my lid area in the corners, making sure I get out here and a little bit into the crease. I'm going to do that quickly on the other eye. Okay, then I'm going to take my lighter shade, and I'm going to do it up along the brow bone. And this is great for defining your eyebrows and your brow bone. I come all the way over and around to the outside. And you know, I've already put my brow makeup on, and this is really nice to help me define my eyebrow as well. Now we're going to blend, so right now you can see the colors are standing out. So this is where we are so far. Now comes the part for the classic eye, is putting the shadow in the crease. Okay, so I'm going to use this very thin brush that is a lip brush. You also might want to try an angled brush. That can help you to get it where you need it as well. So whichever one you have. So then I take the darker shade. It's not super dark. So you see I've gone from like a medium shade to a slightly darker shade. And I'm saving this darker one for when we smoke it out. Now here's the trick. So I told you, I'm 55 plus and my crease isn't as defined. My eyelid is starting to kind of come down a little bit. So I'm going to put the color in the crease like you would when you were in your 20s, coming right in here into the crease, la la la. But now I'm going to take a little bit more color, and I'm going to come up a little bit. I'm going to put the darker shade here where it's puffy, and I'm going to increase the area here. So my crease is more defined, and the puffiness is pushed back. So now the brow bone is more defined. So you see this is just the crease area and a little above. I haven't come down here. So then I can come just slightly, pull it into the corner. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other side, and then I'm going to blend. So again, I go in the crease, back and forth, and then I go back for a little bit more color, and I'm placing it a little bit higher. I'm looking where it's puffy, and I'm just extending my crease. And you'll see when I blend it, you won't really be able to tell that it's up higher. It'll just look like a nice, clean, neutral look going on. So then we take a blender brush. It's big and fluffy and puffy. And we do little circles in the crease up towards the brow and across. And it just softens it, mixing the colors together a little bit. But you'll still have definition. And there you have it. Now to finish out, if you get any underneath, you can always take a little concealer or a little powder and just clean that off. So then to finish it out, we're going to do an eyeliner. Now I'm doing brown. You could do black. And I like this gel liner. It's very, you can see it's a very thin felt tip. And so easy to apply. And I go really close to the lash line. And I just come across. Now, because I'm older, I have a little bit, shh, don't tell anybody, lines up here. So my application is not as smooth as Miss Summers is going to be. So I kind of just dot and drag a little bit. And then I'm going to make sure I get into the center. I'm just trying for a clean line. There. Now the other side. And then you just shake this and it mixes it for you. You don't have to dip it back in anything. Again, close to the lash line. Just a little dot and drag action. Using the tip to get a nice thin line. Coming down into here a little bit on the sides, and then just checking to see if there's any spot to clean up. And you'll notice I'm like resting my pinky against my cheek. That keeps it steady for me. Okay, so then the only thing I need is a little mascara. This one's CoverGirl Total Tease. I've told you guys about this one before. I like it because the brush is more like a comb, and then it has this little extra side to get close into your corners. And so I'm going to just do a quick application just on the top. I don't do mascara too much on the bottom anymore. You can if you like to. I might do some a little bit more on the bottom when I go for the smoky look. So I'm just putting on one layer of mascara really lightly. To the other side. You can wiggle it a little bit. I'm not going for like a false eyelash look here. Again, it's just clean and classic for every day, for the office. And that's pretty good. Alright, so there you have it. Nice, even, pretty look, right? What do you think? Cute. Okay, so that's classic. Now, this is so easy to take classic into smoky. And you can do this with any color. So your smoky eye doesn't have to be browns. It could be grays. You could pull in black. You could go like a deep navy. You could do a violet plummy look. Greens even, if you go into like more of an army colored green, you know, a little darker shade. I'm also using mattes, but I've brought a little highlighter to give it a little bit more glitz at the end. So now what do? I take my applicator brush, and now I'm taking the light medium shade that I put here, and I'm taking it up a shade darker. So the color that I actually used in my crease for the classic is now going to go on my lid. I just go right on top of what's already there. They'll blend together nicely. And don't worry about your eyeliner, because you're going to put on some more eyeliner in a little different application style. So there we go, darkening this up. Easy peasy. Other side. And I really love these smaller brushes, like these lip brushes, because you can place the color just where you want it. You can pat it in, or you can pat and drag a little, just smooth it across. Alright, so now that the medium shade is on, now here's how the smokiness happens. I take a darker shade, I come into the crease on the corner, I build it up into a little higher, and then I take that shade and I come across right here. It's angling it across, making a nice clean angle here. And then again, we're going to do it on this side. Just kind of push it in there, get it in the crease. And remember, we will blend out up on the top and then angling in here. Alrighty. Okay, I forgot to bring a blush brush with me. Let me, Summer, could you grab a blush brush out of there for me, and I'll clean that part up a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, so now from here, what we're going to do is blend it in. Thanks, hon, just put it there. So little circles like we did before, pulling inward, blending the smoky eye. This side, pulling inward, circles, blending the smoky eye. And then, this is the fun part, the eyeliner trick for smoky eye. So we have our liquid eyeliner that we put on. This is an automatic pencil eyeliner. Why? Because it's going to smudge easy. I go right on top, and here you don't even have to be neat about it. It's just back and forth motion right over your other liner. Come up a bit. All the way over. And then on this side, I pull my eye just gently. You just want to go back and forth. You can get in there where your lashes are. I'll bring this up a little bit more. Back and forth. You can extend it. And then what I like to do is come again with the angled brush, or maybe something even thinner, and I take a little dark eyeshadow. I tap it right on top. See that? Now I clean off my brush a little bit so it doesn't have excess on it, and I drag and smudge right across. Now I drag it all the way over. You can add wings onto your eyeliner if you want a little bit more drama. This is just your basic smoky look. And then with the brush, I'll have to clean up a little underneath real quick. Okay, now there's another step with that eyeliner. Come right underneath, inside your lid of your bottom. And there you have it. Now, and then you just come back with your mascara. Another coat. If you're not going from daytime into evening and you're doing the smoky look right from the start, you could really add a conditioner underneath, primer, to really build up your mascara, or you could do false eyelashes. And we'll do a false eyelash video and blog post in the not too distant future. I'm out there searching for some good false eyelashes. see who's got what out there and to share that with you at a later time. So there we go. Smoky eye, smoky eye. Probably need a little bit more cleanup underneath, but so easy. Now, remember I said for my friends out there who are 70 plus and you're, maybe your mom or your grandmom giving her a little makeover and you're finding out that all in here she's lost the fat in her eyes, so everything is pushed back. What do we do in this case? When we're doing the classic look, what you're going to do is put the lighter shade in the crease. When you put the lighter shade in the crease, it will bring it forward. So she can do a medium shade on her lid, a lighter shade in her crease, and an even lighter shade on her brow, and then blend. If she wants to do the smoky look, I would still do the lighter shade in the crease, and then I would choose a dark shade for the lid. Just go with 2 colors. That'll help bring it forward and not make her eyes look so sunken in. So that's my tips, and now I'm going to hand it over to Summer.
All right, so first, hey, it's me. Okay, so I just do 1 shade on my lid for a classic eye, and I have a Color Strike Maybelline creamed powder eyeshadow, and so I just put that, gotta switch hands, right on my lid. And while this has an applicator brush, I just try and get it in a basic shape because I go back with a brush and even everything out. And so, this is a bronzy color, kind of gold bronze. It's a pretty color. So I have a eyeshadow brush, and so I just go back and I use this to spread out my eyeshadow into the shape of my eye. And then what I actually like to do is up here along the edge where it's a little harsh, I take a little blendy brush and I just go back and forth a little bit, just make it a little softer. So it's still there, it's just not as aggressive and harsh. And then I can leave it like that, or I could put on a little eyeliner if I wanted to. I think I'm going to leave it like this for a classic eye, just a little bit of, color and ooh. And so then, to go to a smoky eye, I actually am just going to use a purple. So I don't have a crease, so my application's a little different. So I start with this. This is another Color Strike, powder to gel or cream. And this is in, what shade is this? 15, Tempt. So I go up and I go to just under my brow. And if you're doing this when you're not coming from a classic eye, you would put this all over. Actually, I'm going to do that because this will blend too. And I'll blend that out. Just gotta do it for the other eye. So I'd like to go back, of course, with my eyeshadow brush and just
Clean it up a bit.
yeah, just get everything doing what I want.
Blend, 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 ladies.
So, go back with this. And that's actually a little harsh. So you could take a Q-tip, a little eye makeup remover, you could take a tissue, or you could really just use your finger and just make that a little rounded so it doesn't look so angry, I guess. And so, blending some more. The blending never stops. That's alright. And so then I'm going to go back put this bronze shade again on my lid. Once again, eyeshadow brush. Spread the pigment out. Only go up, put where you put last time, went for the neutral eye. So this is above, so it goes to the, typically if you're doing this with like a palette like this, you would go from lighter shade to darker shade. I like to do matte and then shimmer, and I do it with colors. And then blend the crease here, and then just blend everything out. And then I have an eyeliner here, and sometimes I'll do a wing with this, but I just have a little pencil right here, and so right along. And then take this little smudge eyeliner brush. Use the smudge side. You could just use an angled brush, anything. Q-tip, really all of it works. And just go along, distribute, and just smudge up this liner. I see you in the back, Trix. And then see it's a little bit of a discrepancy right here, so I can just pull that out with the brush around it. And there we go.
Looks great. So there you have it, classic to smoky. Now remember, your eye shape's important for your application, whether you're dealing with a mono lid or your eyes changing as you age. But it doesn't matter. You can find shades and application techniques so that it works for everybody. And then one last thing, since I have all mattes on, if I wanted to be even more pop of glam, I can take this highlighter. This is Hello Halo from Wet n Wild. This is one of Summer's faves. And just a dot and a dot right at the brow bone,
Really
right
don't need a
in the
lot.
center here near the corner of my eye. And just blend with my pinky.
Now your pinky will be golden too.
Yeah, dot and just I'm just pressing in to blend that a bit. And that's it. Done and done. So we're ready to go out on the town, right?
Yeah.
And when we wear our masks for safety, we'll have our beautiful smoky eyes showing, right?
Yeah.
So that's it for today. I'm Ellen.
I'm Summer.
Remember to follow us. Follow us on social media and leave us a comment. Do you have any questions on a certain eye look or a certain product that you would like us to review, right?
Yeah.
And tell us how everything's working for you with these tips from going from classic to smoky eye, right?
Yeah.
Till next time, thanks for showing up. Peace and love.
Bye.
Natural smoky eye.
Absolute beauty.
You're so beautiful, Trixie.